People can't be this naive, bro.
Trump?
What?
He's got a chip.
No, forget about the chip. He's had a chip since before he was born.
Oh.
When his parents conceived him, there was a chip already in the shoulder.
Yeah.
This guy's born with a chip, okay? By the way, I'm not sitting here telling you who's a better candidate for America. I'm not sitting here talking to you about politics. I'm not talking to you about any of that stuff. You're fighting John Jones. 60 years. Good luck. If I train, how long do I need to train? I want to tell you this right now. How long do I need to train? Jiu-jitsu and UFC and boxing. How many of the greatest instructors in the world can train me? I put a $50 million budget for me to train for 1 year straight. How many hours and dollars do I need to do to train to be John Jones?
Yeah, there's no amount of time.
There's no money.
What if I spend $100 million? Will I be John Jones in a year?
Never.
The answer is what? Say it again.
Never.
Say it to my face.
You'll never beat John Jones in a fight, no matter how much money in 1 year.
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
This is the part that people are like underestimating. By the way, things you do in your life, you may be good at it, and then you go with another person. It's like, dude, I'm like, dude, I thought I'm going to be good. I looked at Vinny. I'm like, dude, Vinny's here. I'm like down here in this game. He's about to go with somebody that's been doing this for freaking 60. Just watch what he does. This first debate, Jeb Bush, $140 million. He's supposed to be the next president. Let me give you Jeb Bush's resume. His oldest brother's a president. His father's a president. His grandfather was Senator Prescott. This guy is supposed to be the next president, and he was a two-term governor of the great state of Florida. Mm-hmm. And then look what Trump does to him. Watch this.
Property from an elderly woman.
Let me talk. Quiet. A lot of times, that's all of his donors and special interests.
There's music. Stop it.
All of his donors, all of his dude.
So no, by the way, anyway, what he says is there's all of the donors. Is when we talked to the RNC said we can't bring anybody here. He says, I don't have any guests here. These are all RNC chose the guests and the donors to be here.
Wow.
And all the people that are in the room are Jeb Bush's people. And it says, you think I'm lying to you? Immediately, the viewer went to all these people that are booing Trump.
We're paid to
be there.
Here.
Boom. You can't. There is not a manual for you to read to know how to handle those types of situations.
Yeah, I agree.
You and I can sit with the top 50 greatest debaters of all time, and I can invest a year into you and say every day for 8 hours, these guys are going to teach you. We're going to spend $10 million to make you bulletproof on how to debate, right? A year from now. 60 years. 60 years. Good luck. If I train, how long do I need to train? I want to tell you this right now. How long do I need to train? Jiu-jitsu and UFC and boxing. How many of the greatest instructors in the world can train me? I put a $50 million budget for me to train for 1 year straight. How many hours and dollars do I need to do to train to be John Jones?
There's no money.
What if I spend $100 million? Will I be John Jones in a year?
Never.
The answer is what? Say it again.
Never.
Say it to my face.
You'll never beat John Jones in a fight, no matter how much money in 1 year.
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
This is the part that people are like underestimating. By the way, I'm not sitting here telling you who's a better candidate for America. I'm not sitting here talking to you about politics. I'm not talking to you about any of that stuff. You're fighting John Jones. This is not a regular guy.
Yep.
This is a John Jones street brawler.
Yep.
You best bring it because he's going to get you dirty, and he's very comfortable with that. You know, guys come after us, and they call us out and say, let me tell you, Patrick, is this recently what happened this last weekend, and they did another live a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Do you have any clue what I've been doing the last 23 years? Do you have any clue, like, what kind of dirt other people at the games to manipulate? Like, do you know even the life? So when somebody's like, what are you doing? You're making yourself look like a clown when you do some of this stuff, right? But more power to you. Keep doing what you're doing. This guy is a street brawler, and you're about to go against a guy like this. So whatever they're showing, this is really what it's going to come down to. The only thing it's going to come down to is the following. Democrats. Let's talk Democrat strategy. If I'm in the Democrat strategic side, here's what I'm doing. You ready? If I represent behind closed doors, I'm a strategist, I'm the guy they bring in, but no one knows who I am, okay?
You're just a killer.
No one knows who I am, and I ask, I will only help you guys if you not once mention my name, and I want a signed contract. If you do, I can sue you for $1 billion. You can't ever mention my name. Yes, perfect. Here's what I'm doing. Game number one, create a civil war, do whatever you can to show any kind of polls, any kind of quotes to piss off Trump. Put up as many polls of people saying DeSantis is ahead. The more good quotes you put about DeSantis being ahead of Trump, Trump doesn't know how to handle that because he's a psycho competitor. He's going to go for DeSantis' throat. When he does, DeSantis can only take so much. Eventually, after thousands of text messages of, did you hear what Trump just said about you? You're going to be sick of touching the phone, or you're going to be sick of people saying, did you hear what Trump said about you? And he's going to say, I don't give a shit. Then eventually in a press conference, someone's going to ask something. He's going to say something back, and they're going to poke him. Boom. Trump's going to use that as ammunition to come after him, and he's going to keep hitting that over and over and over and over and over again. Then the left wins, because once they find out who their ideal candidate is going to be, whether it's going to be Newsom, whether it's going to be Biden, whether it's going to be Hillary, whether it's going to be Michelle, all of that content that they're going to get for 1 year is going to be used against the front runner on the Republican side.
Yep.
That's the strategy of the left. And I feel if they have the right people they're helping them out, that's exactly what they're going to do to these two guys.
Yep.
I think there's a yearning in this country for, we're done with the old men. We're done with Biden. We're done with Trump. We're looking for something new.
Bro, okay. You think the world is based off your yearning? Where there's any kind of competition is based on the yearning? Really? You think that's what it is? Let me ask you another question here. How old is Dana White right now? Is Dana White getting old? Is UFC getting old? Is Conor McGregor talking shit getting old? Is fighting getting old? Is people who talk shit getting old? Is Jake Paul getting old? Is Logan Paul getting old? Is Andrew Tate getting old? What if you were to say what type of personalities are creating a ton of momentum the last 5 years? What type of personality? Oh, is it more DeSantis types of personalities? More Newsom type of personalities? More what kind of personalities?
Trolls.
It's trolls that are growing the last 5-10 years because social media favors trolls.
Yep.
Or eyeballs and attention.
I'm looking for policies. But this is not about who you want, who I want. This is about who's going to win and what the strategy DeSantis' camp has to know. You have to be prepared for who you're going up against. Think about what ammunition this guy has. Watch the question I'm going to ask, and I want to see your answer. You ready? I'm going to ask you a question here right now, and I want you to process this and see how quickly you come up with it. Give me the biggest endorsers of Barack Obama when he ran in 2008.
Oprah Winfrey.
Exactly. It's the first thing I was going to say, and you said that. Okay. How big was Oprah Winfrey?
The biggest.
Huge.
Okay. Who else endorsed Obama? Everybody in Hollywood, everybody in music industry, everybody in sports, everybody and everybody. Okay. Tell me the biggest endorsers of Donald Trump. Silence.
I think Chachi from Scott Baio.
By the way, look how you're joking.
Yeah, I'm not joking. But I literally think that's the biggest.
But think about how quiet you got.
No, but he doesn't need anybody.
What's the point?
He doesn't need anybody.
This is not a guy that some people are, well, he's going to need this endorsement because that's not going to work. You don't understand. This is a guy that doesn't give a shit if Elon Musk wants to endorse him or not. He doesn't care if the biggest guys want to endorse him. He's not that guy. So here's what's happening.
He should probably care.
I agree. If I'm sitting down interviewing him, I'm going to say, why would you call Elon Musk a bullshit artist? What are you
don't
doing?
Want Elon on your side?
But that's the right question to ask. But I'm telling you how I see him. I may be wrong, but the way I see him is he doesn't give a shit if you endorse him or not.
I think it's the challenge he gets in his own way. But go ahead.
He does. But he's proven, there's a part of him that he's shown and said, hey, you want to be on my side? Great. You don't want to be on my side? Get him out of here. Get somebody else to replace him. Whether that's right or wrong, it's not the way you would do it. It's work for him.
No doubt. It worked for him in 2016.
What does he have today that he didn't have in 2020 when he lost? You ready what he has today that he didn't have in 2020 when he lost?
Truth Social?
No. Who gives a shit about Truth Social? I don't care about Truth Social.
No, either way. Yeah.
Do you know what he has that he didn't have in 2020? People can't be this naive, bro.
Trump?
What?
He's got a chip.
No, forget about the chip. He's had a chip since before he was born. When his parents conceived him, there was a chip already in the shoulder. Yeah. This guy's born with a chip.
Is it all the stuff, Pat, that's been exposed with all the Twitter and all the COVID, all the
Twitter files,
the
New York Post,
COVID,
Hunter Biden, everything that he said, now he has proof to say Russia was fake, Twitter files, New York Post, Hunter Biden, I should have been president, they were wrong. This and you can't say anything to that.
Gain of function. Yeah.
There's nothing you can say to that. He's going to say, and you can't say anything to that.